you have what it takes to be successful? Let's find out, shall we? Hello, my name's Mark Fitzgerald, and it's great to have you joining me here at the Property Unleashed. So, do you have what it takes to be successful? Is something that you really do need to look at in building your successful property business. You see, because some people, and I see this a lot as well, will stop or will slow down as soon as they hit any roadblock. Some people, in the beginning, we get all of the momentum. We have the ideas. We're excited. We're going to go out there. We're going to do this 100%, and nothing's ever going to stop us. But of course, there will be challenges. There will be hurdles, and there will be things that set us back. But it's how you deal with these challenges, how you deal with these hurdles that will really represent whether or not you're going to be successful or not, because it's not rocket science. It really is. 2 and 2 equals 4. And it's the same equation when you're actually trying to get out there and you're actually trying to start and build something. Now, maybe you've already started, but you're hitting challenges. You're hitting roadblocks. You're being scared about what the economy doing. You're being scared about the renters' right bills and the changes in their legislations. And you're letting all the doom and gloom get on top of you. And all of a sudden, you're 6 months in and you've decided it's not right for you anymore. You're not going to do it. Well, you need to really have a look back at the beginning of those 6 months when you were excited, when nothing was going to stop you, when there were no challenges then, and see, really, was this the right strategy? Was this the right thing for you to be doing? Because it quite clearly wasn't. If you've stopped and you've changed and you've now gone off and you've started to do something completely different, you weren't ever 100% committed to this. And of course, if you're not 100% committed, you will find it very, very difficult to get the answers and the results and see the success that you really want to have. And now, if you have changed and you're doing something else, which probably you aren't because you're listening to a property investing podcast, but maybe you've come from something else and now you think you're going to do property, you need to be asking yourself these same questions. Now, I'm not here trying to put anybody off getting involved in property, starting property, building a property business, as it's very, very satisfying. You can make wealth, generational wealth, a legacy piece. And of course, you can build successful property businesses like I have that can really change your life, give you that time freedom and that peace of mind. But you have to make sure this is the right thing for you, or you will not be successful. You will not look into this. You might look into a few deals, but you'll hate it. You'll be miserable and you'll self-sabotage yourself on the way. The other thing that I see a lot of the time is people get ground down by the actual grind of it all, by being, as we like to say here, consistent and persistent in your approach. You have to keep doing the things that work consistently and persistently. And over time, and we always say it again here, it's time will be your friend. Over time, you will start to see and get the results that you want. But if you dedicate yourself to learning, you dedicate yourself to having the skills so that you can execute on those skills and give 100% commitment each and every time you get out there and you want to do the tasks and you want to make sure that you can achieve what maybe feels impossible to you, you cannot fail. Just don't quit. Because if you start killing it on a day-to-day basis, doing the things that you need to do right here, right now to succeed, you will succeed. You will see the results that you want. It might not happen, and it probably won't happen as quickly as you want. But mark my words, over time, it will start to happen. You will start to see it. Stop sitting about worrying what could go wrong. Okay, start thinking about what you need to change to make things happen and start taking action on that. The responsibility is all yours and it is all down to you. So if you take the actions, if you actually get out there and you make it happen and you don't worry about the outside influences, the doom and gloom, what the government's saying, what's going to happen in the economy and everything, you take full responsibility for your life and for your actions, and you build that in a consistent and persistent approach each and every day, setting your targets. And you can have 1 target a day, you can have 3 targets a day, you can have 5. Try not to have any more than 5, but 5 things that you need to do to move you steps forward. You will achieve your results. You will start to build the life that you want. Why? Because you cannot fail on this. because you've 100% committed. You're 100% knowing the right things to do. You've got the skills, you've got the education, you've got the community to help you. You've got the people around you that you can ask the questions when, and you need those. And of course, you can remove the blockers. Remove the doubts, remove the fears, remove the worries. I always get very passionate about this, as you can probably tell. I also get very excited about this as well. And this is all I've done, all I've actually ever done in my life. And I didn't even know I was doing it. So when I had my corporate job and I worked on the shop floor as a carpenter, I worked my way off the shop floor to charge hand. I then worked my way to management. I then worked my way to senior management. And it was no coincidence that at that time, I was 100% committed to getting promotions, to bettering myself, to learning the skills and to push myself out there. And it's been no different in my property investing as well. I've got out there, I've got educated, I've learned the skills, I've gone out there and honed the skills, actually out there, you know, on the day-to-day, talking to people, negotiating, getting things wrong, but learning from my mistakes. And I've been consistent and persistent in my approach. And I've built successful rent-to-rent business, I've built successful property business, and I continue to build successful business. Why? Because the method that I've explained to you throughout this podcast works. It still works right here, right now. And I know it does because I'm still using those very methods to be passionate, to be 100% committed, and to make it happen. Now, along the way, I've made mistakes. Along the way, I've had challenging roadblocks. Along the way, I've had a lot of setbacks. And I have even built businesses that I had no passion about. I wasn't 100% committed. And look where that ended. Well, that actually ended with me getting bored out of one of those businesses, and another one, it ended with it failing. So it's not all roses and, you know, sunshine and rainbows. There is going to be work, there is going to be effort, and you are going to make mistakes along the way. But trust me, you can learn from those mistakes, you can move on from those mistakes, and you can make sure that you build the future that you desire. And I want to support you. I want to help you every step of the way with that. So continue to listen to this podcast. If you've enjoyed this episode and you think somebody needs to hear this right now, somebody needs to kick up the backside to really help them get out there, then please feel free to share this episode with them. Why? Because you, yes, you can get out there. You can achieve exactly what it is that you want to achieve. All you've got to do is put one foot in front of the other, commit to it 100%, and get out there and make it happen. I look forward to you joining me in the next episode. Bye for now.